We will start this little diary of events in leafy Morden, in the suburbs of London. There you will find the largest mosque in Western Europe. Inside the mosque you will see some very busy children. They are putting together an information booklet that has a map and lots of other things. As I open the information booklet, I read what the Jalsa is about, in the blessed words of the promised Messiah himself. The main aim of the gathering is that sincere members of my community should derive spiritual benefits as well as acquire more knowledge to advance the realization of God. Another advantage is that meeting their friends will broaden their circle of brotherhood and strengthen their mutual ties. Next door to this makeshift information booklet factory is the office of the Officer Jalsa Salana.
My name is Dr. Chaudhry Nasir Ahmed and my age is 62. I retired recently from my regular job, which was the research scientist, and I'm the Jalsa Salana officer. My role is mainly to set up the Jalsa administration. They're all volunteers and the numbers range on the men's side, something like 3,000 volunteers, and on the ladies' side, something like 2,500 volunteers.
As day turns to night, the children who are making the information booklet have left, and the factory turns into a boardroom.
Can you start activity before 10?
I think you want to have workers there.
Officer Jalsa Salana goes over the details of each operation and discusses any issues that these team leaders bring up.
Passing through there every...
These meetings last for hours, running until 1 o'clock at night.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Ahmad. I am one of the Naib Nazims in charge of Jalsa. My age is 49 years and normally I work for myself looking after property which is rented out. There are a number of departments that are allocated to me. Maintenance department, electricity. We have two different site arrangement teams, the bazaar and also information and lost property. This year, because it's the first year of our use on this site, there has been considerable work needing to be done on the infrastructure, which is basically putting in a drainage system and a water system adequate to cope with the quantities that we will need to deal with during Jalsa.
And here is our first peek of the 200-acre Jalsa site. And Basit Sahib is here to meet us. By the way, Sahib isn't part of his name, it's just a postfix used for respect.
Hello, my name is Keith and I am the former owner of this farm. And look what it's turned me into. I'm working under Bassett's instructions. When we haven't been digging holes, we've been filling them in again, and today we've been mixing concrete so these nice people can make manholes.
As you might remember, people will be living here for 3 days for the Jalsa, and currently there isn't any basic infrastructure like water pipes to allow them to live here.
What's going on? Well, what we're doing, we are trying to make sure that our system has got no leaks at all.
What system is this?
This is the water system that has water coming in. And right now we have detected some leaks which we have repaired. And there is a very slight leak on the system at the moment, which is over here. We've got 4 kilometers of 3-inch pipe all around the system. And to fill that up is about a little over 150,000 litres just to fill the system.
So does that mean you had to dig up 4 kilometers of ground?
We have to dig out 4 kilometers of ground, lay the pipes in, and like I said, over 150,000 litres is just to fill the system, nobody using it. Hot springs of
Basit Sahib is overall responsible for a number of departments, including the water supply department. And now he is going to meet with another of his teams to get an update.
I've got 3 phones and a walkie-talkie, and you never know what's where. And I'll see you. Yeah, I'll see you there. You've got the map and everything. Yeah. Have you worked out what the smaller tints, what's going to who? Because I think Imran has done the stock take on what we have. One of our site arrangement teams, one of 2 site arrangement teams. This team's responsible for all the marquees that get put up at Jalsa.
This is Abinger.
All the green ones are Abinger.
No, because it doesn't say here,
Oh, sorry,
so
I haven't changed the name.
this
Change
was
that to
problem.
Abinger.
Yeah,
And there is a problem with the scale.
Well, that should be.
Also necessary for organising such a huge event like the Jalsa is good communications. For this, fibre optic cables are being installed underground by this man and his team.
Basically, there's a telephone network in here, which is going to have 24 digital extensions and 48 analog extensions. Whole work's taken us about 3 weeks, with about 2 weeks planning. We've laid, oh god, where are we? Probably about 1,600 meters of cable, and done about 2,000 terminations so far.
It is now 2 weeks before the Jalsa and the MTA television production crew are on site setting up. Although making TV programs takes a lot of money, the crew try to save as much money as possible by making the control room out of wooden pallets and pieces of timber. There were lots of people involved in organising the Jalsa, but we couldn't fit them all into the programme. So here's one team leader talking about what his team has been doing.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ziaur Rahman and I am the Nazim of Gents Marquee. You can see we've done most of the work. Today is Thursday, so we're hoping to finish most of the work today. You can see the marquee has been up here first of all. The flooring is done, the carpeting is done, the chairs have been laid, and the stage is almost ready. We're going to start carpeting the stage. For Salim and Jabil, they both help us to lay the carpet. They are professional carpenters, so we are all volunteers, and we come from different walks of life and different professions. We don't know how to do many of these things professionally, so we have few professional helpers, and they guide us and help to lay these carpet and a few of the other things.
Then we will work on.
Much later on, the day before the Jalsa, we catch up with our friends Keith Sahib, our ex-farmer, and Officer Jalsa Salana Nasir Chaudhry Sahib.
Everybody in my family is about to be introduced. Lucy Baker, my daughter, who's 19, has been working here with us for 6 months with the drains and water pipes. My son Lewis has been here as well. He's been travelling and now he's come back helping us. Susan, my wife, she brings us tea in the mornings, or breakfast in the mornings, and tea in the afternoons.
Well, it's just amazing, all these tents and everything are going up, and it's just amazing. And those are my 2 grandchildren over there, working hard for you.
Tell us how to put a polythene over it so it will stop leakage. Everything has to be set up by tonight. The dining markets are still to go. Accommodation market is still to come tomorrow morning. So these are the few things which are hanging behind.
Finally, we've arrived at the day of the Jalsa, and so have about 29,000 guests.
That's nice, mate. That's nice. Go in a bit tighter. To the flag. Turn right a bit.
MTA, the TV program making team, are very busy all over the Jalsa site, recording the action. And now let's go to the MTA base on the Jalsa site.
Assalamu alaikum, and thanks for taking time out to come and meet with us here at the MTA compound. My name is Hanif Khan, and I'm in charge of all the offline team. But if I take you around very quickly to all the other departments, if you have a quick scan, over here is where we have our lunch and the ladies team. Moving over to your left is where we sleep, because no one actually leaves MTA. Everybody stays here because we work 24/7 around the clock. If you follow it round to this area here, this is where we have all of our storage of equipment, the really heavy, expensive, large equipment. Just close the door behind you. Okay. Well, I'll be very quiet because it's actually very quiet in here, but what's actually going on is quite a lot of different activities. But here, Mamoon is here. Everything that's going out live has been pre-recorded. We record things with graphics and without graphics, so we can reuse them for editing purposes. As you can see, these are all the different backup tapes as well. If you just follow me around here. This is the main control area. As you can see, Khalid in front of you is responsible for the whole of the production. And just here on the right here is where every camera, depending on the lighting requirements, is color corrected live. Every camera is mixed here by a team of people. And just further down to the end is where the whole of the sound area is controlled. And if you look further right up the steps, that's where the final output playout is done.
As the Jalsa guests have come from all over the world, they don't necessarily have a car to get them around, so a coach or bus service is arranged. Let's find out what it takes to run this department.
We've got a group of 6 of us who look after roughly 20 coaches, and they come from different locations: London, Bath al Futur, Fazal Mustard, Croydon, Tooting, North London, East London, West London, South London, North East, South West. 2 times during the day, AM and PM, we have approximately 2,000 people in and around this area. So there's quite a few people that you've got to manage in a short space of time. So in a 1-hour time slot, most of these coaches have exited Jalsa, which is not too bad really, considering that we've got quite a few people here. And Alhamdulillah, pray for us, because we've got a small team, but we control quite a big crowd.
For the thousands that do have a car, a system must be arranged to get them all out from this one exit point available.
I'm Inspector Simon Dodds. I'm the Sector Inspector for Alton Police Station and the area that controls, which includes this area. Challenges that we're facing: just dealing with a lot of people, some foreign drivers that are guessing which side of the road they should be on. There's a lot of people here, a lot of directions, it's very fast flowing. People have got to be dynamic. That's both my staff, the staff from the association, but also the drivers, needing to turn the right way at the right time so that we get everybody out here as quickly as possible and get everybody home safely tonight. You're looking at about 4,000 cars. Most of those will be leaving within the next hour or so, and then there'll be a small peak again around about 10 o'clock tonight. On the way things have been run, I've got to say it's been some fantastic planning on behalf of the association, and their fantastic planning has made my job so much easier.